Good evening, all you Taurians around the world. Welcome to my channel, Spirit Now Incorporated. Absolute pleasure to have you here with me this evening. I am recording this astrological forecast along with the Oracle and Tarot portion of this forecast on the early evening of the 20th of September 2021, which is the day here in North America of the full moon in Pisces, in the 12th house, which is Pisces. So really excited to be forecasting on this evening, as it's the harvest full moon, and it's an extremely spiritual full moon at that. So all of you that are looking to elevate that spiritual portal within yourself and amplifying the uplifting guidance of the universe, take some time out to have a really deep meditation this evening with yourselves, and you will feel the abundant uplifting of the universe within you, and certainly connecting with all the endeavors that you're moving forward with. So Taurus, this particular full moon, the harvest moon, is falling in your house, which is the 11th house, and that house has to do with friendships and groups of people, also your hopes and your wishes. So it's a really nice time to look at, what you're wanting to create, and with whom, and at what level you want that at, insofar as your connections with others are concerned, and those energies that aren't healthy for you, you're looking to dismiss those out of your life, which is not always a bad thing to do. Oftentimes it's a really good thing to do, as uncomfortable as it can be sometimes, but ultimately beneficial, because you're really looking at that, and this full moon is supporting you in a very spiritual way to help you connect in the fashion that you need to connect with to allow that type of a transformation. So you're looking at your friends, you're looking at the groups you're associated with or are not, and those that are not in alignment with who you are today, Taurus, you're wanting to release. And that's a really positive thing to do, because this is a serious time of forward movement and growth for all of us zodiacs. And the way we do that with grace and support from the universe is ultimately the healthiest way to make these transitions. So it's also falling in your house of, Mars rather is falling in your house of work and day-to-day activities, as well as your health. Now Mars is the planet of action, and a very strong planet at that. It packs a serious punch. So you're looking at your day-to-day work. Perhaps you're looking at making some career changes. You're looking, for different employment, perhaps. Possibly even some of you are looking to start a new business for yourself, and this would be a really good time to do that. We're still in the new moon of Virgo energies from the 7th of September. Those energies of manifestation and nurturing our new beginnings will play out until around the 7th, 8th of October. I believe it was a 29 window, so 29-day window rather, to work with that new moon in Virgo. And with this full moon in Pisces, the harvest moon today on the 20th, it's like a double supportive energy, triple supportive energy, to let go of what no longer serves you and embrace what you're choosing to align yourself with that you believe will serve you personally and professionally. So you're also perhaps looking at your health. The 6th house, where the planet Mars is situated at this time, is also, the 6th house also has to do with health and your well-being. You may be looking at, making even changes in your diet, perhaps implementing a healthier exercise regime to your daily habits, which is always beneficial, because the body does need to be fed healthy fuel and exercised appropriately to maintain its healthy functionalities. So that's also something that perhaps some of you are looking at. So the key word here is balance in these endeavors. in combination with Mars and Pisces, because Mars is action and the full moon is in Pisces, and that being, you know, in your 11th house, you're just needing to make some changes, and you're really reviewing that at this time. So congratulations, Taurus. That's very, very positive. So I'm going to commence this balance of this forecast with messages from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck, and then I'll be clarifying with the Rider-Waite Tarot deck on the most recent past energies that you've been coming through, your current energies, Taurus, as well as your forthcoming. Thank you to all of you for joining me. I'm hoping that this forecast resonates for a lot of you, and if it does, it would be deeply appreciated if you would subscribe and like my channel, as it does help it to grow, and then therefore provides others the ability to find it easier, so that if they're interested in some guidance from my channel, they'll be able to obtain it in an easier fashion. So it is deeply, deeply appreciated, you Taurians out there. All right, let's see what's happening for your most recent, current, and forthcoming energies, Taurus. The first card out we have for your most recent past energies, Taurus, is the Rabbit Spirit. Beautiful. What a beautiful rabbit. This is an energy that is suggesting that it's a very lucky time for you, which I'm absolutely thrilled to see, because, you know, you've had that heavy-hitting planet of Saturn in your sign here since the beginning of 2020, and it will be in this area until I believe January of 2022. So you've been going through some heavy changes, Taurus, in your, you know, personal and professional life, or perhaps even both. So it's really beautiful to see this energy out here in your most recent past energies for this mid-September 2021 forecast for you. And it's suggesting you're in a lucky time. So what are you working on, Taurus? Part of all these changes we just spoke of in your astrological forecast, no doubt. So that's very positive to see, an additional confirmation of the energies. In your most current energies, we have the Snake Spirit. Here we go. Beautiful. It's in the upright. The numerical number on this card is 55, and 55 in the science of numerology reduces to 10, and that 10 reduces to 1. And 1 is indicative of the new beginnings, which we're still in the throes of with that new moon that we had in Virgo on the 7th of September. Those energies are going to be with us until around the 7th, 8th of October. And coupling that with this full moon in Pisces that I've just mentioned, which is falling in North America this evening on the 20th of September. It is an additional confirmation that you're taking this time to heal and to connect with the spiritual realms through this beautiful harvest moon, which is a spiritual portal. And you're taking time to heal because, you know, you've gone through some real shedding of the skin in the past, and now you're coming into a healthier, luckier time with this Rabbit Spirit into your current energies of taking some time to rest and some time to heal from all that you have transformed in your world in the last, you know, I'd say 17 months, and you're continuing to do so. So as you're making these changes, Taurus, you're going through healing as well, and that's very, very beautiful, very positive and very beautiful. Your third card forthcoming for your forthcoming energies, we have the Lion Spirit. Beautiful. Look at you, Taurus. Isn't he beautiful? Kingdom of the jungle. Taurians, are you bulls becoming kingdoms of the jungle? It appears to be the case, because you're also, in so doing, being very generous in your spirit. You've had some major changes. Major healing and major changes and major new beginnings going on. All of these energies from your recent past, which is right here with the Rabbit Spirit, your current energies of taking time to heal with the Cobra spirit, and the Lion spirit forthcoming in your forthcoming energies of now being very generous with your spirit, probably from all that you have learned within spiritually, as well as on a practical basis. You're being very generous in your spirit, and you're sharing that, and that's absolutely beautiful and very, very powerful, and extremely powerful when coupled with this full moon this evening in Pisces here. So this is just tremendous to see, and I'm very eager to see what the clarifications of these energies are. So let's take a look at the Rider-Waite Tarot deck for those energies. And you know, I just noticed on this Lion Spirit card, Taurus, it's the number 37, and 37 breaks down to a 10, and 10 breaks down to 1. So another confirmation of a new beginning from your current energies into your forthcoming energies, and in a very graceful, regal, generous, universally upheld fashion. Very beautiful, Taurus. This is just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's clarify this rabbit spirit energy from your recent past. This energy where it says you're taking some time and having a lucky time at that. Let's see what this is referring to. Probably everything that you've been wanting to change in your life and have you allowing transformed, you know, even in your most uncomfortable times. I have no doubt that that's what this is referring to, but let's see if we can break it down with the Rider-Waite Tarot deck and get some details. All right, Taurus. Cutting the deck. The first card out, Taurus, to clarify the rabbit spirit, we have the Three of Wands, and it did come up in the reverse, and this is suggesting to me perhaps something that happened in your most recent past where you were, you know, feeling that you would rather just let the universe guide you and let the rest go. You did that by releasing some action that you were looking to take in some area of your life that you felt instinctively would not be beneficial. You decided to lay that energy down, and that's why this card is in the reverse, because if it would be in the upright, it would be suggesting to me that you're taking action towards, you know, some sort of a endeavor that you feel very, very adamant about. But in the reverse, it's suggesting to me that you have chosen to lay that down because you looked at it a lot, you know, deeper, no doubt, throughout your healing, and decided that you wanted to come from a healthier place, even in your forthcoming energies with this Lion spirit and being generous with your spirit. And you decided to not take action on something that you just felt, you know, was probably coming more from a place of ego than from a place of what would be healthy in mind, body, and spirit. And so you decided to put that down. And that's very positive, very, very positive, especially right now with this full moon, because, you know, the universe is collecting receipts, and karma's packing a punch for all of us. So we want to make sure that we're genuinely, you know, putting out into the spiritual realms and into our physical realms and our emotional realms that which is healthy and that which is kind and that we desire and that is good, coming from a place of goodness, and anything less than that would not be beneficial. So this is suggesting to me that you have come to some sort of a realization that some action that perhaps you wanted to take from the past is no longer of interest to you because you know that it would not be beneficial to you, and you decided to put it down. So that's very beautiful to see, Taurus. Beautiful. To clarify that Three of Wands, we have the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups came up in the reverse. And I have no doubt it's referring to an individual energy that perhaps you had a falling out with, of some fashion. I'm gathering this more on a personal note, and as uncomfortable as it was, you decided to let it go, because that's why it's in the reverse. And this is in your recent past energies. So this is something that you have already come through, or may still be just coming through and moving through. But it is suggesting that you're letting it go, which is really, really beautiful, because for whatever reasons, energies come into our life for the time that they're supposed to, and when they are no longer necessary, they either leave our lives, or we let them go in one fashion or another, or they are removed from us through the energies of the universe, and sometimes without any control on our part. And that's when you know for sure that that energy is no longer supposed to be in your environment, whatever this means for you Taurians, however it resonates for you. So that's what I'm picking up on this energy intuitively. Clarifying the snake spirit, where you are healing in your current energies, no doubt because of the releasing you've been doing here in your personal life. You're in a time of healing and a new beginning, because you have the number 1, which is the start of a new beginning, which is, playing off of this new moon in Virgo energy that we're still in, and being amplified by this full moon this evening in Pisces. You're taking some time to heal from the past. And here you are, the Page of Swords. You're moving forward in a positive fashion. Perhaps the healing you've come through in your most recent energies, you're almost feeling, for the lack of a better expression right now, you're feeling very young at heart, because pages are symbolic of energies that are, of the younger years. And I'm seeing this as you, is that there's been a transformation within you Taurians for whom this is resonating for, where you're feeling very young at heart, you're feeling strong, and you're moving forward to cut through the chase, and making certain that anything that doesn't serve you, you're cutting right through the chase, and making certain that you're not carrying that forward into your current energies, which will be affecting your forthcoming energies. So I see this as very, very positive and very renewed, a very renewed state of being for you Taurians. Beautiful to see. And to clarify the Page of Swords, we have the World. Look at that, Taurus, and it is in the upright. Absolutely beautiful. Through this snake spirit and this time that you've taken to heal, to bring in your new beginnings, which you're still working with, which is a perfect time to do so, because again, you have that spiritual full moon this evening, the harvest moon on the 20th, and that will carry out for the next 6 weeks, those energies. You are renewed within yourself, feeling very young at heart, very strong, very clear-minded, and though you're feeling affirmative, you're not coming from a place of anger, you're coming from a place of peace, and you're just cutting through the chase. You're just cutting through any nonsense that you don't want any drama. That's what this card is suggesting, the Page of Swords, and in so doing and keeping it positive, you're bringing in the world for you, because what goes around comes around, and you have all these beautiful energies. Here's the line again down here. You also have the Aryan Ram, and you've got 2 spiritual entities above, which are the Dove of Peace, and then your energy right up here as well, Taurus. And it's the master number of 11, which is, you have your ascending masters supporting you universally as well, and you're bringing in the world that you want in your current energies. And that's exactly what this energy of the world is confirming for me with the other 2 cards that are supporting it, which is your time of healing and your renewal within your mind, body, and spirit of starting anew. This is just beautiful. However, this applies to the areas of your life of which this forecast is resonating. That's what these energies are implying to me intuitively. So apply them to your situation as you feel is best. But very, very positive, Taurus. Very, very healing. Very, very supported by the universe. Strong, clear-minded, letting go of any drama and making certain to not bring any more in, or not allowing any more in. And in so doing, you're creating a whole new world for yourself. Beautiful, beautiful to see. Now, in your forthcoming energies, we have this lion spirit, where it says that you are being generous of your spirit. Let's clarify that. Energy, we have, wow, look at this, Taurus. We have the magician. Look at that, and it's in the upright. I hope you can see this. The magician is an energy when it's in its positive position, which is the upright position, is an energy of alchemizing your world, personally, professionally, spiritually, practically, metaphorically speaking, all of the above. You have all the tools that you need. You have the sword of truth. You have the cup of love here below. You have your pentacle, which is your money, your resources, your investments. You have the blossoms of the foliage and the flowers around you. You have this beautiful castle that you're building behind you, and you have the infinity number of number 8, which is a money number, as well as the magician having the number 1 in science of numerology, a new beginning. And the magician is an alchemist, magically and abundantly creating a whole new beginning for yourself, personally, professionally, spiritually supported, being generous within yourself and to others, Taurus. This is absolutely magnificent to see. Absolutely magnificent to see. Congratulations, Taurus. Now, to clarify this magician energy, we have the devil, and the devil did come up in the reverse, and this is very, very positive, actually, but it's in the reverse because it is another confirmation that you are not going to allow any darkness of any entity or any energy into this new, generous, spiritual, mind, body, soul connection that you have magically created for yourself through the trials and tribulations that you've come through in the past, which is indicated right back here. You're not letting anything or anyone disturb that, and you're keeping any sort of an energy that is dark and negative away from your world, because you have created a new world here, which is divinely supported by all of this healing that you've come through and the new beginning that you've blossomed into, and you are making absolute certain that you keep anything dark and negative away from your world, away from your life, away from your personal life, your professional life. However this applies to you, Taurians, it's all going to be, it's going to be different for each of you around the world, because you all have different times of birth in your natal chart. But the energy, generically speaking, is symbolic to be the same. So whatever time you come into this knowing, you Taurians, even though it may be different for all of you, the symbolism and the energy is applicable for all of the above. And this is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You're making sure you're letting anything dark within you go, and you're not letting anything dark within your world, because you are the alchemist, and you've just alchemized your beautiful spiritual world to be generous with yourself and with others. And you're not going to be tempted by anything that the ego wants to infiltrate you with, which is what the devil does. The devil is symbolic of our egos, power trips. You're not engaging in that type of an energy any longer. You don't want that in your life. And that is beautiful and very, very healthy to see, because you know within yourself that all the work you've done with the universe is lasting, and you have all the tools you need to recreate your new beginning. Beautiful, beautiful, Taurus. Pardon me. Now, to clarify this reading, I'd like to pull from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck to get a final overall message for you, Taurus. I'm so happy to see this for you, Taurus. You know, Taurians have been going through, some very heavy-hitting times this past couple years, specifically since the beginning of 2020. So I'm very, very thrilled to see that you're coming into a time of healing and peace and new beginnings for yourself, because you worked on yourself. You know, you Taurians that resonate with this, you have been working with the universe because you realize that that's the only way to go. You know, we think we can do it by ourselves, but the truth of the matter is that we are not able to do it by ourselves, and people can't help us either, not on a permanent basis, because people are changeable. So the energy you chose to go with was the energy of the universe, because you know that that is the truth, and that is solid, and it is everlasting. And you're making very certain that nothing and no one is going to disturb that, because it's been hell for a lot of you. Sorry, but that's the only word I could think of right now that would be strongly emphasize how beautiful this transition is and how protective you are of it. So congratulations, Taurus. Absolutely. So a final message to clarify the balance of this reading for September, mid-September 2021 for Taurus. We have Metamorphosis, and it did come up in the upright. And here we go again, Taurus, another beautiful confirmation, because you have gone through a metamorphosis, and you know, especially through this time of healing with which you've come through from the past, with these, you know, heavier energies of needing to let go of the drama in your life, personally or professionally. In letting that go, you allowed the healing to manifest, to create a new world for yourself, because you feel renewed within, very young at heart as well, and full of spirit and full of life. You're seeing the world in front of you, and it's, you know, a clear canvas for you to paint on. You have all the tools that you need from the magician to do so, because you have alchemized your physical, spiritual, and emotional realm. You're generous with yourself and with others in so doing. And this metamorphosis continues to support you from the universe. This metamorphosis is continuing to support you to make the changes that you've been making. You have the support of the graceful flamingos. You have the spiritual butterfly flying above you. You have the blossoms of the universe, and the storm clouds are behind you. The storm clouds are all behind you, Taurus. So whatever this is that you've been coming through that's been very heavy, where you know there were a lot of dark energies around you, you have allowed the universe to keep that at bay, and to work with the universe to continue to keep it at bay through prayer, meditation, whatever realm of alternative healing you use to keep yourself at peace and grounded. And this is absolutely beautiful, because when you're strong within and you know you have the support of the universe, you can alchemize anything to create a new world for yourself, and being very generous with yourself and with others in doing so. Congratulations, Taurus. These cards are falling because I have too many and I can't hold them all, but this is an absolutely very strong, very healing, and very supportive forecast for the mid-September forecast of 2021. And continue to let the metamorphosis happen, Taurus, because you will be abundantly blessed. You can't even imagine right now. So stay focused, stay grounded, stay connected to spirit, and move forward and let the rest go. and congratulations to you, Taurus. I will be back very shortly within the next couple of days with the October forecasts to be launched. Until then, Spirit and I Incorporated is signing off. God bless you, Taurus, and we'll see you soon. Good night.